Happy Thanksgiving, greetings and welcome back to another British Family Reacts. And in today's reaction video, I will be reacting to the legend that is Lawrence Brown of Lost in the Pond. And today's video is entitled British Thanksgiving Ain't Got Nothing on America. Before we get into the video, let me know in the comments below how you are spending your Thanksgiving. Like the video, subscribe, all that bloody amazing stuff. Bloody love you. Now let's get on with the video.
Hello, I'm Lawrence and I'm on a quest to uncover all of the memos that Britain and America lost in the pond, and one of those memos pertains to Thanksgiving. This week will be my 13th Thanksgiving in the US, and in those years one thing has become abundantly clear. Britain's Thanksgiving ain't got nothing on America. Now wait, Lawrence, whoa there, back up the clock. Did you just use the words Britain and Thanksgiving in the same sentence? Have you been at the bourbon again? And the short answer is yes, but that's irrelevant. While a national holiday by the name of Thanksgiving is normally associated with Canada, Brazil, Liberia, the US, its territories, and the island nation of St. Lucia, the holiday has its roots in Old English traditions. You see, the Pilgrims brought many things to North America, the English language, scurvy, but they also brought the idea of giving thanks for one's blessings and celebrating harvests with a feast.
Lovely.
Granted, Spanish settlers in Florida had already celebrated their own version of Thanksgiving years earlier, but it was that 1621 feast celebrated by Pilgrims and Native Americans that ultimately kick-started the Thanksgiving we know today. In Britain, celebrations of thanks remain in the 21st century in the form of harvest festival. And this is where churches lay out baskets of homegrown food during a rendition of Neil Young's Harvest Moon. What? This is where churches lay out baskets of homegrown food during the actual Harvest Moon. Hymns and prayers are recited to mark the occasion, and churchgoers give thanks for food grown in the UK. But to get a sense of how widely celebrated UK Harvest Festival is, you just need to use the scientific method.
Did you guys, well, obviously you guys knew all about this. I'll be honest, I don't really know much about Thanksgiving. I did not know it was in other countries like Canada and Brazil. But yes, how interesting. This is great. This is great.
Count the paragraphs on its Wikipedia page. A mere couple. So when I say that Britain's Thanksgiving ain't got nothing on America, I don't mean it's less important. I just mean it's slightly smaller in scope and pecan pie. Sticking with the science, the Wikipedia page for US Thanksgiving has 96 paragraphs plus 2 bulleted lists, and America, be thankful that I really was sad enough to count them all. But I don't need the internet to tell me this, I've lived it. While my experience of a UK Harvest Festival is confined to one brief incident in 1988, my American experience is one of 13 Novembers, 2 states, and 415 family members. The day itself kicks off with what I like to call the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That's actually just its name. And it's this huge televised spectacle in Manhattan. And with a notable exception of this year, crowds line the streets to cheer on marching bands, pop stars, and a highly intoxicated Al Roker. There's dancing, singing, and a huge terrifying Ronald McDonald. My biggest fear with those floats is that New Yorkers would be completely oblivious if the real Stay Puft Marshmallow Man returned. And while we have the concept of parades in the UK, they will never be on this scale.
No.
Unless that is my country ever wins the World Cup again, but I repeat myself. As with the UK's Harvest Festival, there's food involved, and sure, just like the UK, charities and churches do help organise Thanksgiving meals for vulnerable populations. Good work. But unlike the UK, the food also makes its way to the dinner tables of most families throughout the land. It's a time when we all come together and give thanks for a bountiful harvest, even if our full stomachs refuse to do the same. A typical menu consists of food indigenous to the Americas, so turkey, stuffing, green beans, cranberry sauce, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, and a bag of Funyuns if I'm feeling brave. Back home, the nearest equivalent to this is probably the Christmas meal, which is also the nearest equivalent to America's Christmas meal, but more on that in December. And even though I'll be staying at home with the wife and cat this year, that won't stop the three of us from watching planes, trains and automobiles. And if you think that a certain someone might get distracted by a toy mouse 5 minutes in, my cat is here to keep me in check. Alright, Captain, what are you thankful for this year? The subscribers? Me too. Without all 183,000 of you, this channel would be nothing.
Wow. He's over 400,000 now. And a lovely, lovely man.
Subscribers. He thinks he's got his own channel. What? When? Really? Well, when does this mysterious channel of yours launch? Right after this video. Are you being serious? Anyway, Planes, Trains and Automobiles has the rare distinction of being a film about Thanksgiving. But even though I had a VHS of the film since about the age of 8, I always had this idea that Steve Martin's character was in fact trying to get home for Christmas, and that Thanksgiving just meant giving presents. And it's a little bit amazing how much this film resonates once you've actually lived in the United States, specifically in my case, the Midwest. Because little did I know it when I lived back in England, but the film is a send-up of how much we really do travel during the Thanksgiving holiday. Each Thanksgiving, millions of Americans travel across or from out of state in what is among the busiest travel times in the year.
Wow, I did not know that. I'm learning so much. Let me know in the comments below if you're traveling and how far are you guys traveling. I would love to hear your stories.
And in addition to all of that travel, Americans spend big. Every year, tens of billions of dollars are recorded on Thanksgiving-related expenditures.
Whoa!
And sadly, at least $2 of that does go toward Funyuns. All right, but just so we're clear, I'm busy with my own stuff. I can't help you with this, all right? Here we go. Oh, goodness. You enjoy it, you gotta look over here. But even when the day of Thanksgiving is over, the spending is not. And that's because the 20th century introduced a concept called Black Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And this is where shoppers queue up around the corner of major retailers to get discounted rates on anything from dishwashers to the long discounted films of Tom Selleck. My first experience of Black Friday was literally weeks after I moved here. And my wife, apparently eager to indoctrinate me in the ways of American capitalism, dragged me out to Target at 7 a.m. in freezing temperatures.
I love Target. I really do love the shop Target. One of my favourite shops.
Around bloodthirsty shoppers. The only discount I wanted that day was on plane tickets back to England. But in hindsight, that might not have been the best idea, because at some point in the last 12 years, just like McDonald's, rock and roll and Gillian Anderson, Black Friday made its way to Britain. And even though the Thanksgiving context doesn't exist there, this began happening there because American retail giants like Amazon started introducing the concept around the world. Now, it used to be in Britain that the big day for sales was the day after Christmas, Boxing Day. But in 2017, for the very first time, these American-inspired November discounts outpaced those of December.
That's crazy. I mean, I know we are very influenced by the States. Normally when something's big over there, it's not long before it comes over here. But yes, Black Friday is quite a big deal now. And going back to even things like Halloween as well, it's just got more and more popular. It was, when I was a kid, it was, you did some sort of Halloween stuff, but now it's quite an event.
That said, per capita, America still leads the two countries when it comes to Black Friday weekend expenditures.
Yeah, but some of the deals you guys get is just incredible. Those of you who don't know, I've got some family in America. They've lived out there 20 years, and some of the deals they get on televisions, washing machines, anything like that, and it's just, the prices are just out of this world.
Speaking of Boxing Day, that's the day after Christmas when some Brits enjoy the day's football action.
Yes.
Unencumbered by the stresses of work.
Or soccer. Yeah, it's normally a big day. We've got the World Cup going on, so I'm not sure when the World Cup actually finishes. By then, I'm pretty sure England would have been kicked out by then.
And in this respect, British Boxing Day's nearest American equivalent is, well, Thanksgiving. And that's because, even though it's a different type of football, a lot of Americans tune in to the big NFL games of the day. And since someone asked me on Twitter which teams I'm rooting for tomorrow, I know nothing about the NFL, but I do foresee victories for the Texans, the Lions, Washington, and the Cowboys. And if I'm at least 50% correct, I think that makes me a genius. Follow the Whisker Reel right here on YouTube and catch his first, second video right here tonight.
And while we're on the subject of thanks and Thanksgiving, again, I wanted to say a special thanks to all our patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing, our subscribers. Even if this is your first time watching this channel, thank you so very much. Please don't forget to like this video, and if you feel that we've earned your subscription, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Join our family, and I will be very very thankful. Have a bloody lovely Thanksgiving. And if you are watching this after Thanksgiving, let me know in the comments how your Thanksgiving went. I bloody love you. Have a wonderful time. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you all in the next video.